Haley Hobbs used to have to explain to her friends at school why she had to do so much for her mother, things that other kids wouldn't even dream of, and why her mother was confined to a wheelchair. Michelle Ruiz tells us how Haley Hobbs is beating the odds. Michelle?
Colleen, Haley Hobbs will never know what it feels like to have her mother's arms wrapped around her in a loving hug. That's because her mother suffers from a debilitating disease that has left her completely dependent on Haley and her brother for the most basic needs. It's 5 a.m. Haley Hobbs gets up from bed and, along with her older brother Harlan, prepare their mother for the day.
We take her to the bathroom. She needs the same things that I do. She needs her teeth brushed. She needs her face washed.
This has been the routine every day for the last 10 years. Mary Gail Hobbs developed multiple sclerosis when she gave birth to Haley. Little by little, she has lost muscle control. Hobbs is completely paralyzed from her neck down.
My speech is going, but I can still talk. I can still blink. Swallowing is sometimes difficult, but I can still that. But it's kind of like being erased from the bottom up.
After they get her ready, Harlan heads for work and Haley goes to school at Cal State Northridge.
If, she's in pain, if she can't move her legs, if she's freezing cold, she can feel everything, but she can't move. So I'm always worried.
Yet Mary is still very much the mother, always motivating her children to do well in school.
She's always been a high achiever. And if anything, I always had the push from her.
Haley, recently honored by the National Society of Collegiate Scholars for her good grades, is embarking on her career, and brother Harlan's new job requires travel. So the issue of who will care for Mary Gail's basic needs is now more pressing than ever.
My biggest worry now is to make sure that they get the freedom that they need. They need to go.
Haley will continue to stay home to look after her mother as best she can while she finishes up at Cal State Northridge, majoring in child development.
5 years ago, we visited an extraordinary Van Nuys family. It seemed things could not get any worse, but in the last few years, things did get worse, a lot worse. And yet they continue as a team to beat the odds. Michelle Ruiz reports.
I'm always worried.
It was 5 years ago we told you about the Hobbs and their tenacity. Haley Hobbs, a student at Cal State Northridge, along with her brother Harlan, cared for their mother's every need.
If, she's in pain, if she can't move her legs, if she's freezing cold, she can feel everything, but she can't move. Ready, 1, 2, 3.
Today, Haley still takes care of her mother, but she no longer has the help of her brother. Last year, Harlan Hobbs was in a car accident. He was thrown out of his car and paralyzed from the chest down.
First thing that came to my mind was my wife, and then my mom and my responsibilities and what was going to happen now.
Harlan is now in a wheelchair. He has no insurance and no transportation. He is struggling to survive by designing websites.
You only get in life as much as God thinks you can handle.
I broke down and I can't do this. I can't take care of my mom by myself and finish going to school and working, and I flipped out.
Haley was forced to drop her classes to deal with the situation.
Ready? 1, 2.
But friends and even strangers stepped forward, helping to take care of her mother. This winter, Haley went back to school and finished her degree, earning straight A's.
It's not a diploma from school, it's from life.
I've seen how much one person can make a difference. Whether, it's my mom being inspirational to everyone else or someone else being able to help her, which keeps her inspirational. It's a wonderful circle of love, you could say.
And that was Michelle Ruiz reporting. Haley now plans on attending graduate school. She wants to help other families dealing with illnesses of loved ones.